Rescued owl sends everyone into tears after seeing her rescuer. But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to HappyWorld, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories. Owls capture the human imagination as solitary lunar creatures with next to little emotion behind their cold gaze. But nothing could be further from the truth. Like a grumpy husband, owls are just choosy about who they'll show their emotional side to. This story reveals the touching side of Gigi, a beautiful great horned owl that was saved by a human. The moment they meet again has made more than one sensitive person shed a tear. Gigi arrived with a massive head trauma to the Wild at Heart Rescue, Mississippi. Most likely she was hit by a car and the bird was scared and confused. Thankfully, her rescuer is a bird whisperer. It took a lot of work to get Gigi recovered. Missy Dubuisson, the rescue's founder, said this was one of the most critical conditions they've dealt with so far, saying that it's a miracle that the bird even survived. But after getting a more extensive treatment and proper care, Gigi recovered to completion. But if it weren't for one man in particular, the owl would not be alive today. But who is this mysterious man? Douglas Doug Pajecki, also known as the Bird Whisperer, he's rescued many birds from certain death. People who work at the rescue say that no one can form that sort of connection with birds, especially solitary ones like Gigi. You'll see what they mean in the next photo. Douglas is known for saving a lot of birds in his life, but rescuing Gigi is what made him famous. The man has a special gift, and soon you'll understand why. After Gigi started feeling better, her rescuer paid her a visit. You won't believe how the bird reacted when she heard his voice. This photo was taken after Doug went away to visit his family in Michigan. Upon return, Gigi was the happiest member of the rescue family. When an owl rests her head against yours, you know that love is in the air. And when he picked her up, the most amazing thing happened. Forming a connection with any animal is special, but that's even more true with the nuts that are hard to crack, like these majestic birds. Gigi first started dancing around and then hugged her savior, bringing tears to the eyes of everyone in the room. And then? It was clear the bird remembered the man who rescued her, and after she calmed down, she just rested her tiny head on the man's shoulder. The moment was truly emotional, and Doug was happy the bird was safe and healed. But that's not all. After a couple of minutes, it became clear the bird was feeling safe in the man's arms as she wouldn't let go. It was so touching. Doug was happy to see her doing so well, and he started planning her release back into the wild. What happened next is amazing. There's a good reason why owls don't usually trust people. Just like other large birds, they're often fallen prey to hunters. The evolutionary defensive mechanism is still deeply ingrained in their biology. But the relationship between Doug and Gigi shows the power of the spirit to overcome all adversity. And now let's see how Gigi looks like fully healed and ready to rumble. After weeks of rehabilitation, Gigi is finally able to return to nature. It's Doug that did most of the job, but so did other members of the rescue who chipped in. Here are some cool facts about great horned owls. Great horned owls are not peaceful creatures. Their demeanor is aggressive in this regard. They're very clever hunters, a smaller animal's worst nightmare. This is a replica, but it's quite an accurate description of a preferred daily meal for horned owls. They eat mice, insects, and even scary animals like the next one. Believe it or not, large owls are a deadly enemy of snakes. They usually avoid venomous snakes, but their attacks from above can be as deadly and unpredictable for snakes of all strength and size. These clashes usually happen in wintertime when snakes are hungry and less mobile. But great horned owls are not at the top of the food chain. They have one very powerful enemy. Although the horned owl boasts impressive speed and deadly claws, it's still not strong enough to match a bald eagle in his prime. These two specimens are fighting for the hunting ground, and the horned owl falls into retreat. Luckily, he has a lady to heal his wounds. During mating season, owls bond and create nests in order to raise offspring. Due to their color, it can be hard to spot them even during the day. Owls are intelligent birds, which is why they've been used on banners and coins in ancient times. Athena, the goddess of wisdom of ancient Greece, was also showcased as an owl in some stories. The male owl fights for territory for two reasons: hunting and females. They use a range of deep vocalizations to attract the females onto their territory. It looks like this one got his technique down to a T. Another reason why great horned owls are considered to be bearers of wisdom is due to their longevity. In captivity, they can live as long as 38 years. In the wild, it's usually around 13 years, still an impressive number for a bird. They can get up to 23 inches long and have really long wings. Still, they're not the largest of owls. That title goes to large gray owls, which can grow to the length of 33 inches and weigh over 3 pounds. Great horned owls are the only animals that eat skunks on a regular basis. This makes them a great addition to any suburban area. Although they're one of the smartest winged species, great horned owls can be difficult to train. It takes months to make them compliant to simple commands, simply because they're wild creatures who enjoy their solitude and don't live in groups. The fact that they're hard to train makes Doug's accomplishment even greater. He managed to civilize a great horned owl thanks to his compassion, for which Gigi will always be thankful for.